All right, welcome to day 18 of Mastering Astral Projection. Um, so I mentioned that I was going to go over the lucid dreaming section. Um, so I'm just going to grab some things out of the book that I felt were the most important points to note. Um, they recommend doing the energy techniques, so like the body relaxation and raising of your energy before you go to bed. This puts your physical body into the relaxed state that it needs to be in, and makes your body aware of the energy that's going to be moving, so that when you fall asleep, you'll move into the dream state easily, and your body will already have gone into the relaxation that's required to move a dream that you might be able to be aware of and be lucid of into an out of body experience. Um, I I've experimented with this quite a bit, and I've found that doing the energy techniques before I go to bed wakes me up, and I can't go to sleep. So I find that kind of frustrating. Um, so I do suggest to experiment with it on your own and see what you come up with. I do believe that um, the affirmations while you're going to sleep are incredibly important. So um, acknowledging the affirmations that are being used for the morning and the evening, and then reciting the evening one as you're going into sleep. That helps a lot. Um, the One of the points is that he tries to make is that you miss the exit itself when you are going directly from sleep into a lucid dream, and then trying to get to the OBE experience. Um, the and I don't know how you would differentiate between moving into a dream and moving into an out of body experience. Uh, I know that some of my things that I consider dreams are actually out of body experiences, and so, but I'm not there. I don't know how to differentiate between the two. Um, so this technique actually for moving from the lucid dream into the out of body experience. So in lucid dreaming, the subconscious mind has some presence, and there's it utilizes the brain itself. The brain has different centers that hold memories of experiences that tell your body and your consciousness how to interpret something. So, for instance, you may have had an accident, say when you were a kid, and the ambulance driver came and you saw the red cross on his shirt. And so every time you see a red cross, you have a memory of the accident that you were in. So those types of memories are lodged in different parts of the brain, and they get stimulated when our senses pick up these things. So the subconscious mind is the part of the mind that interprets those experiences. And when you're in a lucid dream, you have access to all of those experiences. And it's one of the reasons why in dreams we have so much emotion. And so in the lucid dream experience, even though you've become aware of the dream itself, you still have sensory experience. You can feel things, you can feel emotion, uh, fright, fear, etc. You can touch things, you can taste things. And one of the things that Robert Bruce suggests doing is, if you can get into the place where you're in the lucid dream, you know you're dreaming, is to fold your arms over your chest and just let yourself fall backward. knowing that there's nothing there to catch you, but what will happen is you will fall out of the dream body, away from the subconscious mind and into the astral body. So, knowing that technique, one of the other things that he's really pushing, I find this kind of difficult to do actually. Find a habit, something that you do, like it could be like maybe rubbing your fingernails together or tapping a pencil, or anything. He suggests, like, when you drink a glass of water. Every time you drink a glass of water, what are the other things that he suggests? One of the other things that they suggest to, like, induce a lucid dream is to study the palm of your hand. I've had some success with this before in the past. So you spend just a little bit of time looking at the palm of your hand and really getting to know the lines on it, and then remembering that any time you look at your hand while you're dreaming, you'll snap into the lucid dream experience, and it actually does work. So you can even tell yourself before you're going to bed at night, in my dream I'm going to look at my hand. In my dream I'm going to look at my hand. So the more connection that you have visually to your hand, when you get into the dream and you look at your hand, it'll snap you into your awareness that you're dreaming. So any habit, anything that you can do to cultivate assessing reality throughout the day. So you're going along, let's say you're driving, maybe there's an exit that you always take to go home from the freeway. Every time you take that exit, assess. Am I dreaming? Is this real? Some of the questions that he asks, is this situation normal? Do my surroundings look normal? Does my food and drink taste normal? Can I float, levitate, or fly? Can I pass my hand through solid matter? So this is assessing reality. Do it frequently, do it often. Figure out some repetitive thing that you do throughout the day, and every time you do that, assess reality and ask these questions. And this will actually help promote the lucid dream experience. Let's see if there's anything else I want to grab and tell you right now. Oh, and when you're in the lucid dream experience, you want to go back to your body, which is laying in your bed, without waking. So you use a command like "take me to my body" or "home now." Once you get back to the body, then you can initiate the out-of-body experience by imagining that your body is floating up out of the physical body. I like to imagine that smoke is rising. So imagine that you're smoke and you're rising up off of the body, and that will help propel you into the out-of-body experience. Another thing, let's see. Oh, I think that's it. Okay, that covers pretty much what I wanted to cover with you about lucid dreaming. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. So this week, today, 18th day, we're doing the relaxation of the entire body, the cloud breathing. I'll be talking more about that too, probably tomorrow. But what you know is what I've talked about already. The body stimulation, the body bouncing, the full body circuit. Full body circuit today was pretty powerful for me. I'm starting to really feel that is a really powerful way to focus your attention. It's basically sponging from the feet all the way up to the top of the head and then moving that energy down into the navel area. Rather than do the 12 clock shape exercise or what I had suggested about counting on the hand, he's doing something where he's called mind taming spot focus method. This is to pick a tiny speck on a wall and just fix your attention on it. Holding your mind clear of thoughts is the objective. He says an alternative method is to hold the tip of a pencil to your finger and press gently until you can feel a tiny point of pressure, moving your finger slightly to adjust the pressure, focusing your attention on it. I don't know about those techniques. You could try them. I'm going to give you a couple other techniques instead. One is, I love this expression, kill two birds with one stone, because I love killing birds, and I think about what bombing two countries with one missile, what a bargain. Um, I'd like to come up with another expression for that. I haven't thought of one yet. But doing two things with the focus of one, my eyesight's been going because I've reached that age and I've never had to wear glasses except for when I've been spending too much time on the computer. But there's a technique where you move a pencil really close to your eyes and you focus on the tip of the pencil, and then you move the pencil far, far away as far as the arm can extend slowly, and then you pull it back, still focusing on the eraser. And this is to strengthen your eyes, because the muscles, what happens is the muscles of the eyes get tired and start to lose their ability to adjust the lens of the eye to focus on things either at a distance or up close. And so this technique is to help strengthen. It's just like curling or doing push-ups for the eyes. So keeping your focus on the pencil and keeping your thoughts clear while you're focusing on the pencil, and then you can also strengthen your eyesight. Um, the focusing on a point on the wall, that was used by a number of artists. Thomas Hart Benton used that technique. Jackson Pollock, who was actually one of his students, used that technique, and he's the artist that's responsible for the splatter techniques. One of my favorite artists, Patrick Mata Escheron, used to have a group of people that did this. And basically what you do is you just focus on a point on the wall, and then you start to have visions of things. I think that might be partly moving into the hypnagogic state. And they may even been having out-of-body experiences, I'm not sure. And Zazen meditation does the exact same thing. So this is a technique that's been used for a really, really long time. Just holding your attention on a point on the wall, any spot, anything. Another thing you can also do, though, is focus on candle, the flame. If you can keep your eyes open, this is another technique for strengthening your eyes. There are actual healing abilities in the particular tears that get activated when you stare at something with your eyes open. And so meditating on a candle flame and keeping the eyes open, and it burns, honestly, but after a while you get this singular focus that can be really powerful, and those tears are supposed to help strengthen your eyesight. So that can be another technique that you could use, and really this is all about clearing the mind, just keeping the mind clear of thought. And this has been a long post. I did have quite a few dreams last night. I was dreaming prolifically. One of them was about my friend Kelly, who was performing on a stage, and she was experimenting with some looping devices, and it was her first time out doing this, and she started to have problems, and she was asking people in the audience to hold. All of her devices were wireless, and she was asking people to hold the devices for her while she tried to remedy the situation of why things weren't working. And I walked up and suggested, hey, I've had some experience with this, why don't you try rebooting some of your devices and bring them back online in a particular sequence, and maybe that will help to get them all in sync again so that you can continue with your concert, because she was ready to just abandon it all. And so that was one thing. My friend Kirby, I was talking to him on the phone, and it was his birthday, which it actually is, and he was talking like a mile a minute, like he'd drunk like 4 cans of Red Bull. I don't remember what he was talking about. Had another dream I was talking with this guy in a northwest city. It had been raining. I was looking at my sunglasses and they were covered with water. And he was saying that his mother was going to be performing for like a street fair or something. And I said, well, I'm going to be returning to California, so you're just going to have to video this and live stream it so I can see it. And he's like, really? I can do that? And I'm like, yes, that's what you have to do. I had another dream that I was laying in bed in some room, and there was a brick oven that had been used as a fireplace, and there was some gauze hanging over the front of it, and there was a window behind it, and I was noticing how calm and warm it felt in the room, but I was seeing that there were some flames from the fire licking the gauze, and I was worried about them catching on fire. And I remember thinking that Mel wasn't around. He hadn't come back last night, didn't know where he was. I walked over to the fire and realized that it wasn't actually burning anymore, so I wasn't sure where the flames were coming from. Let me see, I think might have been something else. Oh, maybe that's about it. It's enough anyway. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much.